I just visited my SP in Seattle in 2021 and I lived in a Hilton hotel room for like a week, and this is where I came up with this. Basically what happened was I was just super in love with this guy, and when we met he told me he lived in Seattle, so then I went up there on a train. I took a train up to Seattle to go and visit him, and then while I was there I lived in this Hilton, and then I just remember going to the bathroom. I put these chords down in GarageBand, and then I went to the bathroom and started coming up with a melody, and then I wrote down the lyrics for that melody. We couldn't fight, we just didn't know how to talk it out. I saw you standing there, and that's when things went south. I know you said you love me, but I also know that that's a lie, 'cause I cheated the same day that you wrote. What inspired me to write these lyrics was basically me and him got into a fight, and so I saw him standing there, and that's when things went south. I was outside of his apartment. I don't know if I should be saying this. I'm not gonna go into too much details. But then later on, I told him that I cheated on him, even though we weren't really technically in a relationship. So yeah. Me a letter saying you want me back, but you couldn't cry. I know you're sensitive, but I honestly don't know why you'd want me back after all the things I did and all I said I wish I could take back, but it is what it is. I think this is basically just me fantasizing about him apologizing to me after leaving me, and just imagining him telling me all the things that he would want to say, forgive me, I didn't do good, yeah, that sort of thing. So yeah. I saw you thinking about us. Do you remember the bus when we were sitting together? Do you wanna break up? Don't say hello, don't say goodbye, that hurts, what the hell is up? But you didn't give me time to plan for you to be so hung up on me, on me. I have seaweed on my face. I guess I just said, do you remember the bus? Because we never rode on the bus together, but I just fantasize about riding on the bus with him and sleeping on his shoulder. And I feel like I reference buses a lot in my music. I have a song called Bus Dreams, and in Pop Tart I also said something about going to the bus. And then the part about hung up, it's supposed to be a pun. I didn't know you would be so hung up. It's supposed to be I didn't know you'd be so hung, but also hung up, like the Madonna song. So it's a reference to Madonna and also a reference to being hung. So yeah, that's my tea. Blowing away the smoke like some leaves. You can close the door, but please don't leave. I wanted you back then, and I want you now, even though you and I both know I cheat. I thought blowing away the smoke like some leaves is kind of a good image, a metaphor, I guess. And it kind of represents to me the passing of time, the passing of the seasons, because I met him in winter and now it's fall. And then so yeah, and then I said don't close the door. You can close the door but don't leave. That's a reference to the one time we hung out and he left in an Uber because I was freaking him out. Got him lockjaw, dip in the mouth, freaking him out. And then me when I have sodium. And then the part where I said we both know I ching. It used to be originally it was we both know I cheat, but I changed it to the Chinese I Ching, which means love. We both know love because I just felt like that was cuter. So yeah. Seeing all the signs that you were still in love, I guess I just missed the freeway exit when push comes to shove. I thought you liked it smooth when you liked it rough. Thought you said fuck you when you really said mazel tov. I guess I missed all the signs you were still in love. Everything is a sign when you're delusional enough. And then the freeway line was a reference to the fact that I got into a huge car accident. I totaled my Camry like 3 days after meeting this boy. And then I went to the mental hospital. So yeah, that's just how. And then I said the rough sex thing, rough as opposed to smooth, also coffee. And then thought you said fuck you when you really said mazel tov. That was just me saying, like, you know, he did say fuck off to me when I was returning his AirPods to him at his apartment. And that was just me comforting myself and thinking, like, maybe he didn't really mean to say fuck you. He was just trying to say mazel tov. Also, I grew up around a huge, like, Jewish population. I guess that love is just a game for two to play. It's okay, I'm still here, loving you, and I'll be here for the rest of time. I guess I'm just a romantic at heart, you know. Big up London, my biggest Spotify listeners on Spotify, my biggest demographic on Spotify. Anyway, yeah.